welcome back to my channel. It is that time of year again for the Sephora VIB sale event. I believe this year they're calling it, or this sale, they're calling it their spring savings event. I am pumped, I'm not gonna lie. I am excited for this sale. I have some items that I want to pick up. That is going to be for a different video though. Today I'm going to be talking to you about all of my recommendations, all the items that I have that I really love, that I would recommend to you guys picking up and trying while there is a sale, while you can get 10, 15, or 20% off. I'm gonna go ahead and pop up a picture here of the informational picture that Trendmood put up on her account. It tells you the dates, the code, all of that, and I will also have all that listed down below in my description box for you as well. I went ahead and did this type of video a couple months back for the fall sale. I will also have that link down below for you guys to check out, because I went back and looked at all the items that I recommended in that video and I still stand behind all of them. I still think they're all amazing products that I definitely still recommend to you guys. So if you want more recommendations or just different ones from whatever's in this video, definitely check that one out as well. Right after this, I'm going to be filming my wish list video, all the items that I have my eye on. So that should be the video right after this one. So definitely keep an eye out for that as well. Before we get started, don't forget I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear my recommendations for this upcoming Sephora sale, then let's go ahead and get started. Most of these products you have heard me talk about on my channel before. I think only like 2 of them are new products that you haven't heard me mention, but most of them you've heard me mention. I don't think really any of them are gonna come much of a surprise to you guys, but the first 2 products I wanna mention are a combination, a duo, tag team, that I just love so much. It is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Oil-Free Foundation and the Shiseido, I'm pretty sure like what is this one called? Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer. I have the shade 130 Opal for the foundation and then 101 Fair for the concealer. I love this combination so stinking much. You have heard me talk about them many times on my channel, so I'm not gonna harp on them too long, but I actually bought this one back during the fall sale and it has quickly become like one of my favorite foundations ever. I cannot stop reaching for it over the last couple months since I purchased it. It is so good. It's oil-free, so it's not thick or cakey or oily on my skin. It doesn't cling to dry patches, but it doesn't make me oily throughout the day. It just wears so nice and beautifully. It has a really good coverage amount as well. And it just is a beautiful foundation. It's a foundation I have on my face today along with the concealer, and it just is beautiful on the skin, wears well all day long. It's pricey, it's like $47, so I definitely recommend getting it on sale. But it's a beautiful foundation, and same for the concealer. It's stunning as well. This concealer creases the least amount on me than like any other concealer I feel like I own, and it's so good. It has a really great amount of coverage as well, wears well under the eyes, isn't dry or cakey or really anything like that. And then I think this is like $31. So this is gonna be a pricey combination for you for sure. I'm not downplaying the fact that it's going to be a lot of money, but I really think that this is a really amazing combination. And again, if you can get 10, 15, or 20% off, they're stunning. Then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder. I have the shade Vanilla, and it is just an amazing powder. It's a powder that I can always count on to look good on my face, to set my face nicely. It just gives my face almost this like airbrush, like flawless look to it. I don't even know how to explain it. It just goes on so nice, so smooth, sets my face, and my makeup literally does not budge, and it doesn't like become oily throughout the day, but it's not drying or anything like that. Again, this is another powder that's kind of up there in price. Oh my, is it like $38? If I'm remembering correctly, I think this is like a $38 powder. So that's kind of a lot of money. It'll last you a long time. I've had this tub for like over a year now, and I'm just now getting down to like the last little bit. I had to like really tap on it today when I was using it to get enough powder out to powder my face. But this is just a really great powder. It's just one that you can just go to, you can rely on it. It's never gonna look bad, and I love it. Next up is another product that I bought at the last VIB sale a couple months ago, and it is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow Duo, but this is the mini version. I've talked about this on my channel before. I don't really know if like the full size is necessarily worth it, because the full size is like $58 or something insane like that, but this little mini is only $29, so if you can get a couple more dollars off of it, that makes it almost like close to drugstore prices, not gonna lie. Like, I got this on sale last time, like I said, and it was 20% off, so that made it like $23 or something like that. And to go to like the drugstore and get a bronzer and a highlighter, you're going to probably be spending close to $20. And this is Charlotte Tilbury. So I love this. It is the bronzer and the highlight that I have on my face today. I just think it's beautiful. It blends in so nicely. It's a really great tone on my skin. The bronzer pulls a little bit warmer on my skin than it does look in the pan, but I don't mind that. And the highlight is a little bit more natural and soft of a highlight, but again, I don't mind it. I think they look very beautiful on the skin. And if you're in the need for a nude duo like this, I think this is a great option. My next recommendation is the Jouer Mole Glow Highlight. I'm pretty sure this was a limited edition and then they brought it back. I'm not really sure how long it's going to be available from now on, but it's a really beautiful gold highlight. Let me do a swatch for you to show it. It's just so reflective and just shiny and beautiful. And this on your cheek, it just blends in so nicely to your cheek and makes it look so shiny in like the best way possible without emphasizing texture or pores or anything like that. If you like a golden highlight, I think that this highlight is stunning. The formula is beautiful. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. It wears really nicely all day long. It doesn't fade or anything like that. This pan is a really large pan size, so this will last you forever. Like I can't even imagine hitting pan on this highlight because it's just such a good size pan. But I'm really glad that I picked this up. I kind of picked this up based off like the hype of some of my friends on YouTube. And sometimes that works out and sometimes it doesn't. And this time it definitely worked out. This highlight is just beautiful. I mean, look at that swatch. Can you even argue with this swatch? I don't think you can. Like that is stunning. Then we have an eyeshadow palette that I've talked about a million times, but I just love it and I just want to sing its praises and let everyone know how good it is. And it's the Natasha Denona Mini Retro palette. I just love this palette. I love these tones. I'm a sucker for pink eyeshadow, so like really anytime there's pink eyeshadow, I'm down for it. But even these like two gray, I don't even know, gunmetal-y gray kind of green shades, they are just stunning. All 5 of these shades just really work well together. You can make really cohesive looks. I feel like the first time I looked at this, I was like, what am I gonna do with like that really dark gray and that pink and then this? I didn't know what to do. Every single time I have used this eyeshadow palette, I have loved the way my eyeshadow looks. They just coincide and work together so nicely and beautiful. And it's Natasha Denona, so the formula is there. These shimmers are beautiful. The mattes blend amazingly. And then this one is more of like a topper shade that you can just put on to add a little bit extra sparkle. It's just a really beautiful palette that I highly recommend to anyone who thinks they would use these colors and like these tones and shades. Next up, we have the Isle of Paradise Self-Tanning Drops. So these are technically for your face and your body, but I have never used them on my face. I've only used them on my body, but they are exactly what they say, self-tanning drops. You just take the liquid in the little dropper and you just drop it into your body lotion that you use after your shower. And it just is so beautiful. It gives such a natural glow and tan and color to your skin. Like I said, that's natural. It's not orange. It can get a little streaky if you're not careful, like blending it in, like making sure you really rub in your lotion, but that's kind of like user error, you know what I mean? But I just really love this. It really does give my skin that natural, beautiful golden glow. I can see like pretty much instantaneous results. Like I will use this after my shower and by the next day, I definitely have a little bit of a tan, and then obviously you can keep using them consecutive showers and build it up. You can get pretty golden with this, or you can use them sparingly and just kind of like keep your tan. It's really whatever you want to do. They're pretty customizable. Like I said, this is the medium shade. I think I'm going to pick up the light because I'm almost done with the medium. I only have like this much left because the medium, it really does get me personally pretty tan because I'm pretty fair. So I think the light ones are just a little bit better for me. But I wanted to mention these since we're going into springtime and this is a good way to get a little color on your skin without having to sit in the sun and damage it or anything like that. Next up, I wanted to mention the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipsticks. I have the shade Beatrice and this shade is just beautiful. Here is a swatch for you. It's just a really nice rosy mauve, but kind of still nude sort of shade. And this formula is actually really, really comfortable. It is more of a matte finish lipstick, so definitely keep that in mind. If you don't love a matte finish, you might not love these, but it's not a drying matte at all. Like, it's not like you're gonna put it on and your lips feel like all the moisture is being sucked out of them and they're the Sahara Desert. It's actually a really comfortable formula, and because it is more of a matte formula, I find that this lipstick stays on my lips for a very, very long time. Obviously, it's not completely transfer proof. It'll transfer under a mask or anything like that. Like, it's not that transfer proof, but because this formula is matte, like I said, it does just seem to really stick on my lips personally. It lasts for a long time, and then even when it does fade off, because it is more of a nudie shade, it just fades off very eloquently, so you can't really tell like you have lipstick fading off your lips, if that makes sense. I want to pick up another shade of this. I don't know if I will right now, but they have a ton of different shades and colors, so you'll be able to find a good one for your skin tone. And again, I just really love this formula. Then I have a couple setting sprays I want to talk to you about. I'm gonna go ahead and pop up a picture of the first one because I have used mine up, and this is the Fenty What It Do Mist. I had purchased a mini size of it just to kind of like try it out, and I used up the whole thing. That's how much I loved it. I mean, it was a mini, but still, I just really love this setting spray, and I feel like it's one that's really, really underrated. I haven't heard a ton of people talking about it, but it just melts your makeup and your powders into your skin so nicely, but it doesn't, I mean, it says it's called the What It Do Mist, but it doesn't make you dewy or oily. It gives you a slight kind of sheeny glow to your skin, but nothing crazy. I really think even people with oily skin would still like this setting spray just because it is such a nice mist. The spray or the mist or whatever you want to call it is so fine. It just like showers on you in the most delicate way, but it is just so nice. I will say because of that, you kind of have to use more of it because it is such a soft spray. It's kind of hard to like feel if it's really getting on you, but again, it just goes over your face so nicely, and it does set your makeup. It's not one that's gonna like completely lock your makeup into place and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. It's more of like a refreshing spray, a mist that kind of just like melts all of your powders together. It does have a little bit of a scent, I want to warn you, but it's a really light scent, and I genuinely love this setting spray. I'm thinking about picking up a full size because it's just that good. And the second setting spray I want to talk to you about is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So I bought this during the last sale, and I'm not gonna lie, for the first like probably half of the bottle, I was like, this is not anything special. I'll use up this mini and I'm not gonna repurchase it. But I have definitely changed my mind. I will say though, a lot of people love this setting spray because it just locks in their makeup, and they say it makes it completely transfer proof under their mask. That when they wear this and use this, their makeup goes absolutely nowhere. It doesn't transfer at all under their mask, but that does not happen with this setting spray for me. I still do get some transfer. My makeup still rubs off like a little bit here where the not wires, but the strings are that wrap around my ear. So I don't think it's as amazing at that as other people say. However, I have grown to really, really love this setting spray a lot. It is a little bit more of an aggressive sprayer than the Fenty one, but it's still not anything too crazy. You just kind of have to hold it a little farther back. It doesn't have any like specific sprays that jet out at you that leave those dots or anything. It still is like a nice fine mist. It's just a little bit more aggressive. And this also does have a little bit of a scent to it, but nothing crazy. I actually think the Fenty one has more of a scent than this one does, but this just sets your makeup so nicely. This is one that locks it in. Again, not transfer proof, but it does lock my makeup in, and whenever I use this, I do think my makeup wears really, really nicely throughout the day, evening, whatever. And this does give you a little bit of a glow, but nothing crazy. I don't know how to explain this. I feel like it gets a lot of hype, and at first I was like, no, it's not worth the hype. Like, why do people love it so much? But it definitely has grown on me, and I really have fallen in love with this setting spray. And it's pricey, but I really do recommend it, especially if you can get some money off of it. Alrighty, my second to last item is actually a hair item, and it is the Dry Bar Triple Sec 3-in-1 Finishing Spray. So I bought this, did I buy this at the last sale? I think I maybe bought this 2 sales ago, so like a year ago or so. So this bottle will last you a long time. I know Dry Bar is kind of an expensive brand, but I personally think it's worth it. So how I use it is I just shake it up like you're supposed to. And after I curl my hair, I will kind of like pull my hair up like this and then just spray it in there like that. And it is just like, I don't know, it's just like a nice texturing spray that gives my hair a little bit of hold, gives it a little bit of texture and grip. What's going on here? A little bit of hold and texture and grip that it needs to, and then I go in with hairspray afterwards, and I don't know, I just feel like it makes my hair like bouncy and pretty and full and just gives my hair a little extra something something after I curl it. I want to warn you, it does have a pretty strong scent to it, but I personally like the scent, and I like when hair products have scents in them because then it makes my hair smell nice. And then whenever I like move it or walk past someone, not that I'm walking past a whole bunch of people, whenever I walk past Mike, my hair smells good. But yeah, I don't know, I just really love using this when I curl my hair, which is pretty much every weekend for my videos. I'm almost gone with this and I'm like, should I rebuy it? I don't know. I think I'm going to. But yeah, this is just, if you're looking for like a finishing spray, a texturing spray, anything like that to use on your curls or anything like that, I think this is a great one to pick up. And then my last product I want to recommend to you guys for the sale is the Laneige Cica Sleeping Mask. So I am actually completely almost out of this. I think I have like one use left, but this is such a good mask. What it's supposed to do, it says it's a sleeping mask infused with forest yeast extracts, help revitalize the look of troubled skin as it strengthens the moisture barrier and deeply hydrates skin during sleep. I 100% definitely agree with all of those claims. And because it's Cica is a really good ingredient to just calm your skin, calm redness, calm irritation. And this does that. If I've gone in with a little bit too much like active ingredients, or if my skin is just feeling extra dry or feeling extra annoyed or irritated or red, I will go in with this and use it as like my last step as my moisturizer in the nighttime. And it is just such a lovely product. It's thick, but not too thick to where it's gonna feel like too oily or greasy or sticky on your face. It definitely sinks in, but in the best way possible. It is deeply moisturizing like it says. I don't think I'm gonna repurchase this only because there's a product that I want to try instead. So definitely watch my wish list video. I will touch on that. But I can 1,000,000% see myself buying this again in the future. Well, I didn't buy this one, sorry. This one was sent to me through Octoly, but buying this in the future to replace this one because it is just such a lovely, calming product to use as your last step in your nighttime skincare routine. I love this, and I'm so sad that I only have one use left and then it's almost gone because it is a really beautiful product that makes my skin just feel so nice. And that was it, you guys. That was all of my recommendations for the upcoming Sephora sale. I hope you got some products that are now on your wish list that you want to try out. If you do try out any of these products based off my recommendation, please let me know your thoughts on them. Even if you don't like them, I still would love to know your thoughts on them. Like I've said, I'm going to go ahead after this and film my wish list video. So all the products that I have my eye on. So that should be the next video after this one. So definitely keep an eye out for that video as well if you want to see what products I'm thinking about picking up. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome. I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.